Confident, vibrant, and quirky with an edge, this is 10 Minutes with Tiffany Jaye. 10 Minutes with Tiffany Jaye features the inside scoop as she juggles the world around her, a 9 to 5, along with a handful of gifts and talents that will blow your mind. All things Tiffany Jaye on her website at MissTiffanyJ.com. Now, let's get into the show.
Hey guys, beautiful people. I hope that you're doing well. So this is on my mind. I wanted to talk about being still and having peace. There's a physical aspect, and then I think there's like an internal aspect to that. The physical aspect is, life is chaotic. We are very busy. There's the hustle and bustle of the day. And when you're done with all of that, or even maybe not when you're done, you need to pace yourself and take a moment to be still. I do that often. I stop. I might take a moment, step off to the restroom, or just step off, walk outside and walk, up the parking lot and walk back down. And that's my still moment for the day. Or I might even sit in the car or ride in silence. It's basically just having a moment of quiet, right? In the midst of your chaos. Sometimes you have to take those moments for yourself. I definitely do that before I perform. It's been difficult doing that, especially when you're in like club environments. And so what I probably need to do, get ready to go on this tour, I need to tell the guys like, yo, I'm about to, dip off and just sit in the bathroom, or go somewhere where I'm away from. If it's a smoke-filled room, go away from that, or just sit somewhere silently so that I can preserve like my energy before I get on stage. Because it's very difficult when you have a whole bunch of conflicting like things that are hitting you, and then you have to quickly like get rid of all of that and then go into that space. So that's what I want to do like going forward. It's easier when you're in spaces where you can step off backstage. They have a green room where you're waiting, and then you can go out. But a lot of times when you're coming up, it's chaotic. It's a whole bunch going on. And to be honest, I think it makes you for the better. But now that you know that you need a Zen moment, try to create that for yourself. So that's the physical aspect. The internal aspect, I believe, is once you've mastered it. Well, technically, you got to master it internally. Then you can master it in the physical. But like internally, when you're operating from a space of peace, I think, and in the stillness, I feel like you can sense what you need to do. And no one needs to tell you. So here's an example. Just had a customer come in. She called and let me know that she needed to bring something in to fix it because something looked weird or whatever. And I looked at it and I was like, yeah, you're right. I can't do this because I'm going to, I'm going to like mess up the integrity of the art if I do this and place it down. But I looked at it like something was like, just look at it closer, because she wouldn't have brought it this far if something's not right. Like, just look at it a little bit closer. And when I looked at it, it does look like that area of the mat is pulled back somehow. And it could have just been how we handled it, and it's just kind of slightly pulled back. And I said, you know what? I said, I can reorder this mat. Let's try that. And then, we'll just try again. And because she was really looking for a solution. Like, she wouldn't have paid that much money, and she wouldn't have, brought it in if that wasn't the case. So I had been internally in a space of like peace, really. And I pray about that every single morning. I pray to operate within the fruits of the spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, kindness, gentleness, and self-control. And now I can roll them off my tongue and not have to count. Yay, I memorized them. And so I say that, I pray for that. And I do understand, I'm very much aware when I ask for those things, sometimes the very opposite comes to see, are you really about that life? And I am. And then there are moments where I need to exude it. Like there may be a lot going on in my mind. You may have kids running around acting crazy, people calling your phone, blowing you up. You got bills to pay, your gas tank, or whatever. I don't know, whatever the chaos is, but you have to remain calm. And the other thing that helps with that is having a plan. I know we have our calendars, we have our journals, we have our planners. There's a lot that we're thinking about as far as in the immediate future and the distant future. Do you have a plan for the current moment? How to live in the moment and how to be peaceful in the moment? I remember, what was it, a couple days ago, you heard the thing about family ties when we was at my mom's house with Peyton and them, and we were reading a book, and you heard all that stuff going on in the outside or in the background. You hear Jada talking, Kevin and my mom talking about what they're going to eat. In the midst of all of that, you have to, it's like you got to be the calm, the eye of the storm that's calm. You have to be that. And it's something that I admire when they depict that in these movies, like with the superheroes. They have such a ease when they like do their superpowers and they conquer the bad guy or the villain, you know? And I think it's because they've mastered those skills. Like whatever it is that you're good at, that you can do like second nature, that means like that's your skill, that's your superpower. If you're good at calming people down, if you're good at, dictating or delegating, and I don't mean dictate in the sense of a dictator, but like, just delegating basically. If you're good at planning things out, if you're good at taking orders as well as and receiving them, as well as giving them out, whatever you're good at, that's your thing, that's your gift, that's your superpower. That when you master it, it then becomes like your ministry and how you operate and are able to be of service in the world. I know that like my ministry or my pulpit is like being at this counter here at my job, or when I'm on stage, like that's an example of me doing that. I can feed the people. I can feed their souls. I can feed their spirits. I can feed their minds. I can feed their hearts. I can feed their emotions. I can at least lift them for that moment. No matter whatever interaction, and I think I said this to myself and maybe you guys earlier in a previous episode, but I said to myself, I was like, if you think about it, Jeremiah 29:11, right? Everything is already pretty much predestined or has already been planned out. And of course, there are infinite scenarios, but they are all going to work together for your good, right? So when I go throughout my day, I tell myself every interaction is supposed to happen. Whoever comes in the building, whoever I cross paths with, if I'm sitting on the side outside of one of my favorite restaurants eating and somebody walks by me, that's predestined. For another example, sometime last week, I was sitting outside, Salsaritas, eating my meal. This guy came up, he was pretty much homeless. And he was like, yo, like, can you give me something to eat? I just want something to eat. And I was just like, you know what? Just got paid. I got the money, got a few extra dollars. We could do that. So I gathered my stuff and he was like, yeah, don't leave yourself. I was like, duh, I know. Come on. And so I wanted to say, get what I got, but he got extra stuff. And I was like, it's fine. Get whatever you need. And then he got a little abrasive when he was like, shit, man, I want that. I can't get this. I'm like, dude, like, calm down. Like, we getting you something to eat, but just chill out. And we had already put shrimp on his bowl. Then we put hamburger meat. And then he wanted more shrimp. He was like, you already got shrimp, man. You good. I think he was really trying to capitalize on the moment. Probably not knowing when his next good meal was going to be. And you can't just walk up into an establishment without paying. So he sat in there for a while because it was hot outside. And I don't mind being outside, just relaxing and being in the sun. But he was inside, eating his food, trying to take advantage of the AC and the free food. And when I walked by to get more drink before I left, he had a whole bunch of crumbs and everything. And I was like, Lord, looking like a 5-year-old kid. So I went and I gave him some napkins to kind of suggest, yeah, clean yourself up. And then I was like, you all right? And he was like, yeah, do you think you have like some extra money that? And I was like, nope, I don't have that. But you take care and you be all right. And then I left. And I remember when we first walked to the counter, one of the guys, because I always see, I'm a frequent customer. So they was like, yo, God bless you. And I was just like, I mean, if I got it, I got it. You know what I mean? And if I don't, I don't. Half the time, I'm not saying it's my last meal, but this my meal. I'm living literally by my daily bread, trying to, make things happen. So I said all that to say that's how you say it? Yeah, I said all of that to let you guys know that you got to have an inner peace. And sometimes people aren't as much in tune with their internal like selves as they are externally. So if you first must start off with trying to calm your environment down, I suggest that you highly figure out how to do that. Be in the moment and do that. And then take time for yourself. If you're lonely, there's a reason for that. That means you haven't spent time with yourself, or you don't like to spend time with yourself. I remember one of my mentors from way back in the day, she was like, and this is Chastity, so shout out to you if you ever hear this, Chastity. She was saying, you need to take time to be with you. Don't be afraid of being with you. And if you can't be by yourself, then how can you ever teach someone else how to love you, you know? So I've definitely taken that time. I love just spending time by myself. And I realize I need to love myself more. And in that, I can only, with that, that's the only way I can teach someone to love me at the highest level that I desire to be loved at. So it's about finding a peace, and I'm just in a good space right now, just chilling right before we go on the tour. I'm really excited about it. You guys, man, it's been awesome. So I catch you guys. Maybe the next episode is when I'm driving and we get ready to be on the stage. It'll probably be with the boys, but we'll see what's up. All right, y'all take care.
American Monster Guild and the Real DJ Spins presents Year of the Monster Tour 3. Tour dates. Tiffany Jaye will be in Cleveland, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, and York, Pennsylvania. Make sure that you follow at MissTiffanyJ.com. May 27th through the 29th, the 646 Entertainment will be in the building, so stay tuned. That was another edition of 10 Minutes with Tiffany Jaye. I hoped you all enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. Now you can get more episodes on my website at www.misstiffanyj.com. But don't stop there. Hop on over to the music tab and check out your favorite Tiffany Jaye record, starting with my latest singles, Work For It and Calling Me, which is on all digital platforms. Also with a bomb video showcase on YouTube featuring the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, y'all, this is for the few people that I rock with, and if you want to connect with any of them for their expertise in their craft, hit me up so that I can link you. First, I want to shout out my indie label 646 Entertainment Group. It's a one-stop shop for the ultimate music experience, artist development, engineering, road management, business awareness on how to properly release your songs, get royalties, and more. Next, I want to shout out No Gossip, Just Talk with Tanisha and Mitra, who inspired me to step outside of my comfort zone and start this podcast. I pop up every now and then with a topic, and we have a blast with Girl Talk 101. Special attention needs to be drawn to my boy, Sarian, for answering my prayers and becoming a part of my journey musically and beyond. More to come as life unfolds. I'll save some for later. Now, my jewel, no pun intended, is my accountability partner, who has like the exact same mind as me. When we link, things happen in the atmosphere. I am so glad we crossed paths. Angel, my love, you are an inspiration. Dance fitness is a lifestyle, and you do it with such ease. If anyone wants to be fit, curvy, wavy, let me know. We can get our dance craze on with Angel. She's also one of the guests of No Gossip, Just Talk, so make sure you check her out there. Last but not least for now, the Purple Charlotte Steppers Club, which embodies an entire dance community of some of the best people I've met on the planet. You'll see me live there Thursday at 6:30 on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram with the Purple Thursday Experience. Now, if you listening to this need ad space and want to join the platform, DM me and we'll discuss membership so that we can get your business out there. Reserve your spot is next with Purple Charlotte Steppers Club. You all take care.
What's up, Dance World? This your boy Herschel KG. This beautiful lady is.
I'm Tiffany Jaye.
If you missed out last week, you do not want to miss out this week because last week was lit.
Amazing. So So if you want to be in the building, make sure you go to
purplecharlotte.com.
Reserve your spot.
Yeah.
Okay? And if you can't make it, it's all right, because you can go to Purple Charlotte Steppers Club on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And do what?
Join us live.
6:30 on Thursdays. We'll see you there, okay? We your hosts, Tiffany Jaye.
Herschel KG.
Deuces.
Deuces.
We'll see you there.